Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Luis Aguilera Garcia, and today we're going to talk about how I manifested my career as a full stack software engineer and how you can do the same or manifest any kind of career that you want. Um, I want to go over a few key points of what really shifted my mentality when I first started studying, how I applied the law of attraction, how I applied all the tools and the techniques that a lot of people are sharing online about how to manifest um, your dream job, your any partner. But in this case, I intended to do it for my career. Um, if you all have started seeing my videos, I shared a little bit about how I came to decide that I wanted to be a software engineer. And when I made the decision to pursue this career, I knew that I was being guided. I wasn't sure the exact moment. I just knew that there was something or someone that was outside of me that was like pushing me, shifting me, giving me nudges, giving me inspirations. And it was around the same time that I had seen The Secret for the first time. And I started just going deep into learning all the material. I started reading a lot of books, watching a lot of documentaries, videos. I've seen all of the self-development videos on YouTube. Um, Started following people like Bob Proctor, Rhonda Byrne, Napoleon Hill, Lester Levinson, and a lot of them would say the same thing, which is that you have to feel like you are already doing what you want to be doing right now, and you have to be grateful for it as if you had it right now. And I started listening and I started applying just so I could see like what would work and what wouldn't. Software engineering in particular it's not that it's hard to what are the words that I'm trying to use? It's not that it's hard to actually do it. It's just that there's so many things that are involved in software engineering that you have to take the time and have the patience to study each block one by one and then get to the point where you understand how they're all working together. Um, So from very early on, I had a realization that this might be something that would take a little longer than other careers to learn, just because of the nature of software development and software engineering by itself. So the first thing that I started to do was to just watch day in the lives videos, which I'm trying to put one together for you all. All the people that I see on my daily days, because I work from home some days, and then some days I'm out in coffee shops working all day long. Um, but I started watching those videos. I was like, okay, what is the life going to be like? What is my life going to be like on a daily basis? And a lot of them showed engineers from home, you know, making their own hours, taking breaks whenever they wanted, going out, taking lunch out of the office, going for walks, going for a run, going to the gym, and then coming back to work. And I was very, 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 very interested in having a life like that. Um, so the first step to the law of attraction is to ask. So that's what I started to do. And the way I started to ask was by just writing things down. I was like, okay, I want to be a full stack software engineer because I wanted to learn the back end and the front end. The front end is what the people see on the screen, and the back end is like all the code that's running, all those functions that are making you able to interact with the page and the website itself. All the code is separated into big folders. Sorry, I didn't mean to tap you out. One is on the front, which has all the code and all the functions and components that you need to handle the front side of the website. And then the other folder is just for the back end, where everything that you need to handle, like the API requests, connecting to your server, connecting the data that's coming in from the front all the way to the back and sending it to the database. So I was very interested in learning it all. I was like, if I'm going to dive into this career, I want to be able to build an entire application from start to finish. So I was like, okay, that's going to take even longer. But the law of attraction says that things can happen for you effortlessly, easily, and at the speed of light. So I was very aware of that. I just didn't have enough, what do you call it? I didn't have enough intel. I was like collecting data. I was putting things into practice. So I was beginning to apply these things and start collecting information, start collecting cases. That's the word I wanted to use. So I started with little things, I started to manifest parking spots, coffee. I started to manifest like just the way that things happened. It was just so incredible. I have a HP Spectra X360, I believe, and I remember that night I sat down and I wrote on a piece of paper, I am so happy and grateful now that I am a full stack software engineer. Back then, I didn't even know what a div was. I didn't even know what software involved. I didn't know how things worked. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to pass the first class that I took. But I knew that the law of attraction was on my side. I believed in manifesting because back then I was able to manifest my car without me realizing it. I was 18 and I just fell in love with this car that I found and I got my mom to like help me get it and things just started shifting for me. Somebody like I was like $2,000 short. I had saved up 4 grand. I was working like from 17, 18 years old and I found a car that I loved, the exact color that I loved. Like I loved this color green. And then I loved the tan seats and it was just perfect, like the way that I loved it. Um, so then just the way that like my mom, she would never say yes to these things, but she happened to say yes. The man that let me borrow the other 2 grand happened to just come in at the right time. So everything just started happening so beautifully. It was like a dance, but I didn't realize it until later on that I started learning more about the law of attraction and manifesting and what it involved. And really, all it is you giving yourself permission to have something. That's it. That's it. So many years of just learning things just to come to that realization. But you have to come to that realization on your own, on your own. And that's why I'm making these videos so y'all can use me as a permission slip. Like I am the permission slip that you need. Like you don't need anybody else to tell you that you can do it. I'm telling you right now, you can do it because I did it. And I came from an immigrant family that traveled from Mexico to get here. You know, my whole life growing up, it was nothing but struggle, struggle, struggle. I was told I couldn't go to college. I was told that because I was undocumented, I couldn't have a career. I couldn't even work here. So at 18, I wanted to bounce. I was like, Dad, I'm going back to Mexico. I'm going to go study over there. I'm going to do something with my life. I'm going to have a career or I'll move to another country. I don't care. But I was the kind of person that if you told me no, I would find a way. And that's the energy of source. That's the energy that comes in through the law of attraction. You just have to say, look, this is what I want, and the energy finds a way for you. It finds a way, and you just like the way comes through in a way that's you're just like, wow, I could have never, ever even attempted to do that. It's just the way things happen is just so magical. Now I see it on a daily basis. Just last week, I was with a friend in Raleigh, North Carolina, and a woman opened the door for us, and she ran to open the door for us because it was like starting to rain. And he was like, Luis, that's never happened to me. I was like, it happens to me daily. Like every day, something like that happens to me. The next day, I was driving to the beach to go work over there for a few days, and this lady just randomly gave me a coffee. She's like, don't worry about the coffee, it's on me. And when things happen like that, it's like, I know now. And now I get to live just in, oh, pure magic and bliss every day. And things like that are just normal to me now. They're normal. That same friend actually gave me a cologne. So now it's just like you just start seeing all these things, all these angels coming into your life, and everything just works out for you. And the only thing you have to do is just stay focused, know exactly what you want, be grateful for it, and live as if you already have it. These are the first few steps. I want you to start practicing um, getting involved and entangling yourself with what career choice it is, even if you don't want to be a software engineer and you're kind of interested in it, this will help you with whatever career choice you want to go into. The only thing you need to do is make a decision. That's the very first thing. And I took a while to make a decision because I knew that this energy was there and I knew that this would come in and just make things happen for me. But I wanted to be super clear on what it was that I actually did want. That's why it took me a while to kind of like research. I spent a lot of time researching what it was like having your own company as a software developer, what it was like working at big tech companies, working at startups. I did all the research that I could because I was like, the moment I decide, I know without a doubt that it's going to happen. Fast forward, I started my own company, started getting clients and working with a few clients right now. And then I decided that I wanted to do both. So I actually applied for jobs and internships, but I was like, I think the better way for me is an internship. But this is what I mean. Like, you have control of your life when you realize these things. You get to start calling the shots now. You're like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do this. And then the way that it happens, you don't have to worry about how. But if there is like for me, for example, I knew if I applied straight for a job, it was gonna be just from the get-go a lot of stress. I didn't want that. Right now, I'm like, I'm really protecting my energy. I'm just working with people that want to work for me. I'm letting things come to me. So I decided that I wanted to go for an internship specifically, and it happened in 3 days. Literally, it happened in 3 days, and I sent the application in like at midnight, almost midnight. And my boss, just an incredible man, very high energy, great mindset, messaged me back like in 5 minutes, wanted me to interview the next day, started on Monday. So like this is how effortless it is, and things just start falling into place. But what you do have to do is make a decision. Nothing will start moving into your place, into your life until you make a decision. And if you're constantly just, I want to do this and then I want to do that, and the next day you're like, oh, well, I kind of want to do this now, and oh, well, I'm interested in that. That's, think about like if you were to walk into a restaurant and tell that to your server. One minute you want a burger, the next minute you want some healthy fruit. And then you're like, wait, actually, I want a watermelon. Like, what's your server gonna think? What's your server gonna do? How is your server gonna react or respond? You might get a watermelon mixed, I don't know, burger. But that's what I mean. You have to be very, very, very clear about what you want. And the moment that you're clear about you want, and then you start mixing in those feelings and you start talking to the universe and in these visions and visualizing and affirming, that's it. That's it. The next thing is just to receive it. And to receive it is the action that you need to take, right? So if you don't have the skills that are required to actually do software engineering, a part of those actions are going to be to go get those skills. But as long as you remind yourself that you're being guided, something higher than you is giving you everything that you need, and all you need to do is just do the work that's required, step up to the plate and show up every day. Like if you're already what you want to be, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. There's no if, ands, or buts. Just like if you drop something, boom, it falls. It's the law of gravity. There's not a point when gravity is gonna just float you up, unless you're a bubble. But it's that simple, but it first starts with you releasing. You have to release. You have to release all these beliefs and thoughts that are holding you back from giving yourself permission. And that's mainly what all these techniques and things that all these coaches are getting you to do. They're not to it's like, oh, if you do this, then that's going to open the way for that. No, all these things that you're doing that are actually like, okay, well, we're going to do this 7-day manifestation practice or whatever. All those things are just for you to get to day 7, to get to the point where you're like, you already released all of those things that were holding you back, the limiting beliefs and the limiting thoughts and the negative thoughts. Once you work through getting all those out, manifestation is instant. You think about it. Think about it. Like, I know all of y'all have once, at least once, just thought of somebody just randomly, seconds later or a minute later, they text you and you're like, whoa, what? I was just thinking about you. It's no coincidence. That's the same way things happen. That's the same way that this stuff works, you know? And yes, I can spend hours right now teaching you how to work all the array methods for JavaScript, but I want to start out with equipping you with the mentality that you need, with the tools that you need, how to set yourself up for success, and then go watch other tutorials on YouTube. I don't care. I just want to be here to get y'all to shift your mindset to set you up for success, whether you want to go into another career or software engineering. My experience is software engineering. That's why I'm sharing my experience as a software engineer. Also because I love what I do. I absolutely love my career and I just want to give back. Like if there's somebody out there that wants to be a software engineer, that wants to have more freedom in their life, wants to learn, wants to finally have somebody there like showing you all the things that you're missing, all the things that you're confused about, reach out to me. Please, please reach out because I also do love helping people learn. And I couldn't have done it without the people that taught me. So I'm very, very aware of that and I'm very grateful. So the first steps to attracting the career of your choice is to first make a decision. Once you make the decision, then you have to involve yourself in whatever way you can with that career, whether it be watching day in the lives videos, going to that actual place of employment and just sitting there and watching how people work, however way you want to involve yourself in that, start getting yourself involved with that. And you're going to start entangling things and they're going to start moving in. You're going to start pulling things in. And that's what we want. We want to start getting it. Oh, sorry. That was a bad tap. We want to start bringing all those um, experiences in as if you're there because your brain can't tell the difference. It cannot tell the difference between what you're going through and what you're imagining. So if it can't tell the difference, our goal is to trick it to believe that it's already happened. The moment you do that, you're good. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And that's where I want to get you to, right? The learning the skills and all that, the program that you need, the tutor that you need, the whatever it is that you need is going to come to you once you do this first, right? It took me a long time to get me to this place where I understood this and then I did it and then it happened. I want to take that shortcut with you all. Okay. So this is like the beginning of me sharing how I manifested my career as a full stack software engineer. I have a lot more to share with you all. I'm in the middle of this internship and in the middle of getting a new client and in the middle of finishing off with another client. So I'm gonna stick to uploading these Monday through Friday around 9:30 after my Scrum meetings. So thank you all if you're still here watching these. I really, really appreciate it. I really do want to help y'all. Nothing makes me happier than hearing somebody say that they were able to have something that they love or want because they followed some of my tools or techniques. And it happens a lot, so I want to see y'all doing it too. So that's about it for now.